Good morning, Year 4. Wednesday, halfway through the week. I hope you've all had a really great week, worked hard, and also enjoyed the sunshine and got outside for a little bit of fresh air. Back today with some more maths with Miss Markwell, and today we're looking at calculating the differences in time. So we did some time yesterday, and we're on to some more time today. So this first slide, you might want to pause and do this before you move on to the other ones. And for this one, I want to see, can you use a calendar? If you have one, if you don't, do not worry. To see, can you work out the following? How many days are in a week, year, month, and how many weeks are in a year? So I want to see, get a calendar, can you work those out? If you don't want to do it, that's okay, because the next slide, I'm going to tell you what the answers are anyway, but I would love you to have a go. Do a little investigation and see, can you work these out before I tell you the answer? Okay, how many days are there in a week? Now, I think this one is pretty easy. I think you'll all be able to understand because we go to school for 5 days of the week and then there's the 2-day weekend. So 5 add 2, 7. In a week, there are 7 days, Monday to Sunday. So that's pretty easy. I'm sure we all know that. So there's 7 days in a week, but how many days are there in a month? Now you might have watched the rap that I posted just before. You've done this, so you might already know the answer to this. But I'm going to teach you another little rhyme that you can use to help you remember how many days are in each month. Because there's 12 months, January to December. I almost forgot the months. January to December. And all of those months have different amount of days. So here is a rhyme that I'm going to teach you to help you remember. And this is something I learned in primary school and I still use today. So it's so helpful. 30 days have September, April, June and November. All the rest have 31 except February alone, which has 28 days clear and 29 in each leap year. So this tells you that in September, April, June and November there are 30 days. All of the rest have 31 except for February, which has 28 days, except in a leap year, which happens every 4 years, there are 29 days. So if you try and remember this, that will help you always remember how many days are in each month. And I still use this today. So 7 days in a week, 30 days in September, April, June, November, 31 days in all the others, and 28 or 29 in February. So learn that and trust me, it will help. Okay, so we know how many days there are in a week. We know how many days are in a month. How many days are in a full year? So the full 12 months, how many days are in a full year? What do you think we could do to work this out? We could add up all the days. So in January, there's 31 days. So add 31, add 31, add 30, add 30. Okay, you could do that because you know how many days are in a month. So you could add all the months together to work out how many days are in a full year. And if you do that, in a full year, there are 365 days. However, when it's a leap year, there are how many? 366, because on a leap year, which is every 4 years, February has an extra day. So in normally 365 days in a year, however, on a leap year, there are 366. Okay, so we have learnt there are 7 days in a week. We've learnt how many days are in each month, or you're going to learn my little rhyme to help you. We've learnt how many days are in a year and a leap year. How many weeks are in a year? And if you did my little activity at the start, you might already know, you might have worked it out. In a full year, there are 52 weeks. Okay, so there are 52 weeks in a full year. And mostly every month has about 4 weeks. Okay, so and you can look at a calendar and check how many weeks are in each month. So let's recap. How many days are there in a week? 7. How many months are in January? 31. And you can look at the rhyme to help you with all the rest. 30 days has September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31 except for February alone, which has 29 days clear in a leap year. How many days are in a year? 365, 366 in a leap year. And how many weeks are in a year? 52. So I filled you with lots of information. How many weeks are in a year again? 52. So if there are 52 weeks in a year, how many days are there in 5 weeks? What? We're all pretty good at our multiplication. What do you think you could do? Oh, what do you think we could do? Which times table could help us with this question? How many days are there in 5 weeks? We know that there are 7 days in 1 week, so how many days will be in 5 weeks? What multiplication could we do? You can do 7 multiplied by 5, and that equals to 35. How many days are there in 3 weeks? You're going to do 7 multiplied by 3, which equals 21. Okay, so sometimes in maths and in your worksheet, you might have to convert days into weeks and weeks into days. So I'm going to give you a tip of an easy way you can do this by using division or multiplication. So have a think. What calculation might you be able to use to convert days into weeks? So I'm going to tell you I have 21 days. How many weeks are in 21 days? We would have to divide the 21 by 7. So if you get asked a question to convert days into weeks, you take the number of days, such as 27, whatever number of days it is, and divide it by 7, and that will give you how many weeks. So 21 days into weeks, 21 divided by 7, and that gives you 3. Okay, so if you have to divide by 7 to convert days into weeks, what calculation do you do to convert weeks into days? That's right, you need to multiply by 7. So I've got 2 weeks. I'm going to multiply by 7 to work out how many days are in 2 weeks. And we know the answer to 2 multiplied by 7 is 14. Why do we multiply and divide by 7? We multiply and divide by 7 because we know in 1 week there are 7 days. So to convert days into weeks, we divide by 7. And to convert weeks into days, we multiply by 7. So remember those two things, and that will help you in your sheet. Now, just before you go on to your sheet, I want to test you and see, can you remember all the things I've told you? How many days are in a year? 365 or 366. How many days are in a week? 7. Well done. How many days are in a month? You're going to learn the rhyme to help you. And how many weeks are in a year? 52 weeks. Okay, so hopefully you'll all learn those key facts and you will do amazing. So there is a wrap on Teams or on Teams. It's on Teams actually and on the daily plan. So it's just on YouTube. So just double check you're allowed to go on YouTube, watch the wrap, and it will help you with all of these things. It's quite catchy, so sing along. And then there is what am I trying to say? The sheet is on Teams, and there is also mastery activities to do on Teams as well. And all of the things on Teams are also on the school website. So have a lovely day, and if you have any questions, please send me a message. Bye.